Nobody taught me religion or faith. My journey began in 2011. My understandings came through my own prayer, my own seeking, my own asking, and my own meditation. And I later realized that a lot of the understandings that I had attained and reached were actually already written about in many of the ancient texts and wider religions. Spiritual awakening isn't an easy or comfortable path. It often comes at a time when you are absolutely on your knees in darkness and after a big, huge event in your life, because like a flower that needs to grow, you have to be planted in darkness and almost struggle and fight your way into the light. It's only when we're in that pain and that dark place that we are seeking specks of light, that we're trying to find something that we can grab onto and anchor onto to hold on and survive. In my prayer and meditation yesterday, God shared with me a vision. And this vision is actually written in Matthew 5, verses 15 to 16. God calls us to let our light shine, not be hidden, but placed high on a lampstand for all to see. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. And this verse has always struck me because the light doesn't have to force itself to be seen. It just is. It's there. The sun doesn't have to compete with the clouds or it just is, isn't it? It's just there. And this is the message that God's trying to share with me. Light always looks better in the darkness, doesn't it? You know, imagine you were walking down a lovely promenade at night and there's lovely fairy lights and all the restaurants are lit up and candles and beautiful soft lighting. And the lights look really pretty in the darkness. But the thing is about light in the darkness is that things can be hidden in the shadows. It's often when you go back next day and walk down that same promenade and visit the same restaurants that you notice that the paintwork on along the promenade is scratched, or there's litter, or there's dust gathered into corners, or perhaps the tables were sticky and the menus were sticky, and it all looks very different in the light of day. And God's asking us to look at ourselves under the lamp, in the light of day, because it's there that we see the clutter, the clouds, the things that are preventing us from being on full beam, the glory of God, the light that He wants us to be in this life. And sometimes looking at those aspects of ourselves, the things, our bad habits, the things we do, sometimes the things we say, sometimes our behaviours that we know aren't serving our growth, is uncomfortable. Those things are difficult to look at. This is why people often project blame onto others. They want someone else to wear their guilt and shame so that they don't have to look at themselves. It's always easier to project blame onto somebody else and see yourself as, you know, I'm the good one in all this and they're the bad one, rather than take any responsibility. A lot of people will do that. And the thing is about your spiritual awakening, as you start to become more of who you need to be and reveal that light of who you are, then you're going to have to start removing the cobwebs. You're going to have to start taking away or letting go of some of the things that are holding you back, that are trying to prevent you from being all you need to be. And that is why when you go through a spiritual awakening, people can start to fall away from your life, because they see that you are starting to level up, and that then projects the shadows that are in them. They want you to stay where you make them feel comfortable. Your growth will make other people uncomfortable. But it doesn't mean to say that you should stop growing. The journey can often be uncomfortable. It's like you sometimes have to revisit old wounds and parts of yourself, and you have to look at them, and in order to heal them, in order to be able to progress and move forward. It's as though you are expanding and contracting each time, moving a little bit further forwards on your journey. You might not know where this journey is going and leading you, but that's where faith and trust comes in. You have the light of the Creator in you. That is what you are. And so we walk with lamp in hand, one step at a time, trusting that somehow it will all make sense eventually. Thank you for listening today. Do let me know in the comments if you are in your spiritual awakening journey, how you have found the journey. Have you found it challenging? Have you found it easy? Have you found that people have fallen away from you? And also, as a little prompt, think about what areas in your life right now do you know that you need to look at in order for that light within you to become more and more illumined? What needs to be stripped away? Thank you for watching, and God bless.